Fear the purple of my hair. Embrace the purpleness, the punk rock. Embracing the punk rocker chick in me with my purple hair. So anyway, guys. Hey guys, it's Alondra here. Welcome back to A227. I'm so sorry that I've been sort of disappeared off of the face of YouTube for a while. But, you know, it's because of school and everything going on. But I am back now, and I'm going to be posting more videos more often. And Aquay is too, so keep an eye out for them. We just have to work out all of the details and everything. But anyway, today was a half day for me and everybody else at Y Missing Area Junior Senior High School. Shout out to everybody who go to YO Area High School in Pennsylvania. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching my YouTube videos. But yeah, thank you. So today was a half day for my school because of a little thing called, you know, it's the time of the year where the first semester is coming to an end, and you have to take a test on everything that you've learned throughout the past semester, and it's called midterms. I'm laughing because I'm crying on the inside. Midterms. God, there are so many words to describe how I'm feeling right now, but one word can describe it specifically. Stressful. Midterms. I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. Now, this video is basically just going to be some tips why midterms are stressful, and some tips on, you know, how to get through your midterms. And I know midterms are over for most people, and midterms are almost over for us. But, you know, maybe you can use this to get through standardized testing, or maybe you can use this to get through finals at the end of the year. So, yeah. So, this video is going to be about why midterms are stressful. And I have 5 reasons. 1. It is a combo of everything that you've learned throughout the semester. Now, you know, they do expect us to learn everything and, you know, memorize it and keep it in our long-term memory. But some people, like me, I have long-term memory issues that if something has been learned in the beginning of the year, like the first week out, I will totally forget it unless I have something written down. Like at my school, we have iPads, and we have this app called Notability, and I keep all my notes and stuff on Notability. And if something was made in the first quarter, I'm gonna forget it. And the midterms, it's basically your teachers are like, okay, guys, make sure that the midterm is on this chapter to this chapter, and it's like 15 chapters, and oh yeah, your midterm's next week, and it's like, what? It'd be like, you could have like reviewed or something. Come on, help us out here, schools, help us out. I mean, I honestly, midterms, stressful. All right, reason number 2. The reason number 2, the hours of studying. God, the hours of studying that you have to put in to this midterm. Like I said before, like, okay guys, this midterm is going to be from chapters 1 to chapters 25, and each one is like, and it's basically like half of the book that we've covered, and you have to memorize each little date and everything. The hours of studying. Do you realize how many cram sessions I've crammed this week? This week, I've been really busy, but I've been trying to cram in study sessions and be like, all right, what's the date? What's the time? What time is it? I have to study. Oh my gosh, I have to study. But this week, God, the hours of studying, people sometimes put in, like, I have friends who put in at least probably 5-6 hours. If they have nothing to do, I have friends who put in like 5-6 hours of schoolwork each night, and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm busy and I'm lazy when I get home. But how do they have the motivation to study for like 5 hours? Comment below if you have that motivation. I applaud you if you have that intense focus to study for like 5-6 hours. I applaud you. So round of applause for you, because I can't do that. I cannot do that if my life depended on it. I could not focus. I have ADHD, so I have to take this special pill every morning for me to focus in school. Yeah, even with that, my mind still goes off to weird places. My mind is a weird and dangerous place in general. But the hours of studying, my brain literally will explode if I have to focus for that long on like one subject, like the hours of studying that you have to put in. And I'm that person who studies for a while. I'm that person who studies in advance, because they say that if you study in advance, it'll be etched into your long-term memory, and you'll more likely to remember it. Me, on the other hand, I'm that person who studies, and then once they get the test, blanks on everything. So the hours of studying, they can either help you or hurt you. In my case, the hours of studying are all for nothing. Sorry if I'm making creepy eyes, so, yeah. But yeah, next reason number 3, the reason why midterms are stressful, again, because you want to be exempt. I know at my school we have an exemption policy where you have to get a C or higher on the midterm and A's in both the third and fourth quarter in order to not have to take the final. I want to be exempt from some of my classes, but I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna happen because my midterms, gosh, like I said, I'm that person who studies in advance, blanks when they get the test. That never happens to me, except for probably 3 years ago, maybe. Probably 3 years ago in 7th grade, but that never, ever happens to me. So the reason midterms are stressful because you want to get a good grade on it because you don't want to have to take that final at the end of the year because that final is everything that you learned. Going back to the beginning of the year, adding on the stuff that you did from the second semester too. That final is this midterm is what is going to determine if you usually get A's in that class. If you usually get A's in that class, good, that's great. But this midterm will determine if you get A's in the third and fourth quarter. If you get A's all year round, that's great. That's great. I know I get A's in some of my classes too, and I've been exempt from some of my midterms. But this midterm is what is going to make or break you from not having to take that final. Because if you don't have to take the final for a class or for both classes that are on that day, you don't have to come to school at all. I don't want to have to come to school on some days because I honestly, that is going to be my last day of school. I'm going to be like, see ya. I never liked any of you. No, I'm just kidding. Love y'all. But yeah, this, you want to be exempt. The pressure to get a good grade on this midterm is so high. My levels of anxiety were here, and now they're up here. So, because I wouldn't get a good grade on that midterm. And on top of that, you're waiting to see what your grade is going to be so that you can possibly get exempt from taking that final. So, that builds up even more anxiety, and you're like, teacher, hurry up and grade it. I want to see what my grade is that I won't have to take the final. I get A's in this class, but I do not want to have to see your face on the day of that final. I do not want to have to take any of my finals. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to because, yeah. I suck at tests, which is bad for me. But anyway, back to the subject. The reason number 4, I believe. Are we on number 4? Are we on number 4? Yeah, we're on number 4. Okay. Just had a moment of hesitation. But, yeah, reason number 4. Now, this is the thing that really, really gets me. Okay, so on Tuesday, I had senior high county rehearsal full day, and I missed a midterm. When you miss a midterm, you have to find some way to make it up. That is the worst thing in the world. Because, well, I got lucky. I had an extra class period that it was gym, and I was like, okay. And my teacher's like, okay, you can go and make up your midterm at that time. And I was like, cool, sweet, I can go make up that midterm. But for some other people, it's like people who are on vacation, they come back. I feel like people plan out their vacations so that they'll miss midterms. I feel like people sometimes plan out so that they'll miss midterms. Like, oh yeah, these are the days of midterms. Let's go then. Because I really do not want to have to take those midterms. But in the end, you're still going to have to, because you're going to have to make them up. You're going to have to come, I do not want to have to go after school. I would not want to have to go after school and, portions of days and take the midterm. I would not have to go after school for weeks and take each midterm. That would be a nightmare. But, God, midterms. Like I said, there's no words. But anyway, you making up midterms, that is really tough, because you have to go and talk to your teachers and be like, all right, I'm not going to be here. What do I do? I had to make up my Spanish midterm, but luckily for me, I had an extra class period. I had gym, and I was like, my gym teacher's like, cool, you can go and take your Spanish midterm. I'll just let your teacher know. I'll write you a pass and stuff and let your other teacher know. And I'm like, sweet, I can go. Thank you. But, yeah. Making up those midterms. I never had to make up a midterm in my life until this year. And that was really weird, because I was freaking out. I was like, what am I going to do? All right, this midterm, I suck at this class. This midterm, God, I just want to get it over with. I suck at this class. I just want to get this midterm over with. I don't want to have to wait till a amount of years. I mean, if you feel me right now, just comment below or do something. You feel me? You feel me? You picking up when I'm putting down? All right. Wow, that phrase is really old. But yeah. And last but certainly not least, this reason isn't really a thing of why midterms are stressful. It's really the thing of why the end of the semester, or end of the quarter, towards midterms is stressful. This is about all the assignments and stuff the week before the midterm. Now, all of my teachers, you know how your teachers try and cram stuff in. Your teachers are like, okay, class, we're studying this chapter for 3 days. It's a really long chapter, but we're studying it for 3 days, and your test is on Friday. Yeah, that's right. That's right before break. That was right before break. Your teachers cram in as much as possible so that they won't have to do anything over break? Yeah, this is also the time slot. This is also the time slot where midterms, the semester is coming to a close, and midterms are right around the corner. My teachers assign so much stuff. It's like, all right, you got a test, you got a project, you got something else due. That's driving me insane. it is driving me insane that the assignments that lead up to the midterm, it's like they're all due on one day. It's like all the tests that you take right before the midterm, like the week before the midterm, that test that you take on Friday and the next week is midterms, they are all, I feel like teachers coordinate the days of tests. I feel like teachers would be like, hey, when's your next test? I'm thinking of having a test that day. Let's coordinate the test days. Yeah, we should do that. And then we should totally coordinate the test days for the rest of the year. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be best teacher friends. I feel like that's how it goes down in the teacher's lounge. God. My one question. Are you trying to make my brain explode? Alright, for a person like me who has trouble focusing, like I cannot focus on one thing at a time. I have to focus on several different things at a time. Even with the ADHD pill that I take, my brain is still like scattered. And I'm like, are you trying to make me cry? Are you trying to make me cry of how stressed I am right now? Because I had anxiety and depression for a time period, and that was a time where I was like, oh my god, schoolwork, oh my god, everything was like a mess in my life. But now I'd pretty much say that I'm all good, but God. The assignments leading up to the midterms. It is really, really, really stressful. And not to mention, like, it's towards the end of the quarter, too. The end of the quarter, not just the end of the quarter, the end of the semester. I said all this before. These are the pure reasons that I got why midterms are stressful. Like, I'm sorry if this video isn't as energetic or funny as the ones that I did before, but it's not really a rant. It's just like me complaining about, and me getting like really sad and depressed about, oh my gosh, midterms. But yeah, so I also have a few tips on how you can get through midterms. You know, you can try studying in advance. You can try you can try going like, all right, this is what I need to study. You can try breaking it up into little parts and stuff like that. Or you could ask your teacher. You could go out after school, ask your teacher to be like, I do not understand this at all. I need some help on this. Can you tell me what it is? And that's what I did with some of my teachers. And, you know, they were like, all right, this is what it is. There, you're on your own now. Good luck. And I'm like, you didn't really explain it to me, but thank you, I guess. Because it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing to say when your teachers try to help you, but they really don't. You know, when this happens, when you ask a question, your teacher sort of answers it, but doesn't answer it completely. You're still left like, yeah. You didn't answer my question completely. What is it? That happens to me all the time because I'm a very inquisitive person. I ask questions like whenever my parents are like, I'm like, what's for dinner? And my parents are like, food. And I'm like, well, can you tell me what food it is? And then they're like, then my mom's like, tacos. And I'm like, why tacos? And then she's like, because I'm making tacos. And I'm like, well, why did you want to make tacos? Like, I am just the person who does not know when to stop asking questions. But asking questions in the case of learning, like for midterms or for any test especially, asking questions on what it is, whatever it is you need help on, is like the number one thing that I suggest. Because, like, ask questions. If you never ask, then you're not going to get your answer. Alright, guys. I think this video has been pretty good. It's not really the most exciting video of 2016, but hey, next week I will be, I don't know, comment below what you want me to do next week, because I've pretty much run out of ideas. Or if you see me in school, if you see me in school like any week, just say, hey, Alondra, I think you should do this for your next video, or be like, don't be afraid to like come up to me and be like, hi, Alondra, and I'm gonna be like, cool. I'm not popular at all. I'm not the most popular kid in school. I can tell you that now. Most people think I'm a weird, annoying chick, which is pretty much what I am now that I think about it. Like, people literally stare at me when I'm dancing and singing down the halls, and I'm like, all right, like, okay, I don't really care. But don't be afraid to come up to me and be like, Alondra, I have an idea for your next video, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that's cool. Just tell me what it is. I want to know. But yeah, see ya guys. I will see you next week. Remember, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Well, to this channel. Please like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to A227. Aquaria uploads new videos probably every Monday or Tuesday. I upload new videos every Thursday or Friday. And shout out to everybody again. Sorry I didn't do weekly shout out of the week, but I was like, alright, nobody really asked me for a shout out this time. So if you want a shout out in my next video, just ask me in school and I'll write it down and stuff, and give me some ideas, because I'm out of them. Alright, A227. Yeah. I just added the jazz hands. It was pretty awesome. Alright, I'm out. I'm going to go study for history and English midterms. Mwah, I love you all. Bye!